Hi, hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's doing well. Aeon saying hi. Jeffrey says, we back another night. It's an all-out win situation. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Somebody earlier today, I can't remember who it was to be fair, but somebody earlier today was saying they wouldn't mind a draw. And I'm normally quite democratic with most things, but I don't want to draw today. I wanna win. Don't get me wrong, a draw is better than a loss, but a draw would still kind of feel like a loss, to be honest with you. So yeah, hoping for a win today. Just give me a second. Because if they ain't, we ain't gonna be happy. Fish has a requirement to make a bowel movement. Well, thank you very much for that. That's valuable information. My day has felt empty. My day has felt lacking. My day has felt like it's been missing something. But now that I know that, my day is complete, and to be honest, not just my day, my life also feels complete. I just don't see the point of anything anymore. I don't think anything can top. I don't think anything can top knowing that. That's valuable information. But you're a fish. Where do fish poop? Do you like poop in the sea? How does that work? Fish also says many men wish fish knee on me. Well, that's also valuable information. Thank you very much. Ikram says hello. Charlotte says hello. Yeah, Chelsea getting players sent off every day. Still isn't getting gold, to be honest with you. I mean, I kind of want to say they have a discipline problem, but that's probably putting it lightly. But speaking of discipline problem, Liverpool coming out. Van Dijk looks thrilled. Mamadashvili looks just happy to be there. Kanate looks like he's thinking about Madrid. And that's all they've shown us, to be honest. Frimpong's playing and Wirtz is playing, which I think is deliberate. Given that they should be fairly familiar with Frankfurt, you would hope. Given that they've played Frankfurt a gazillion times as of late. Ekitike with a haircut. I can't lie, I don't like the haircut. Today's going to be Kukurea, says Fish. What do you mean by that? You will need to provide additional clarification as to what that means. Oh, right, okay. You think players are going to get sent off? I mean, I hope not. But we'll have to wait and see. Ooh, one of the kids has fallen over. That's not a good sign. It'll be interesting to kind of see the formation. A lot of the kind of pre-match rubbish that you read, they have Ekitike on the right. But I'm not convinced that's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think and I hope and I pray to a certain degree that we might see a formation change. But to be honest, I guess we won't know for certain until the players come out. Lamine Yamal says, "Hey, do you remember me?" Yes, of course I do. How are you doing? I hope you're good. A good goal for you yesterday. But other than that, I hope you're doing good. So the pre-match hugging and kissing, I just wish they get on with that, to be honest. Robertson's playing, which I can't lie is kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, in the pre-match thing, they've got what's his name? They've got Ekitike on the right, but that would surprise me. That would surprise me. I can't lie. They're squeezing one more advert in. That's what things are like these days. They've kicked off. Fantastic. This may be a good evening, or it may make things even worse. I guess we'll find out. In about an hour and a half. Anto says hi. How you doing, Anto? Hope you're doing good. You're probably not doing good, given there's been 4 losses in a row. But I hope everything else in general is going well. I don't mean to alarm you. But there's a corner for Frankfurt in about 30 seconds. Anto says, "Sup? Nothing much. Watching Liverpool game. Hoping they don't lose. To be honest." Lamine Mal says, "I was that oh, you're somebody else then. I'm getting you mixed up with somebody else. Which CR7 channel were you? Was it a channel on YouTube? What was your old username? You'll have to remind me." Anto's glad says you support Liverpool. Indeed, it's been it hasn't been the best few weeks, I can't lie, but hoping for a better result today. Charlotte says Alisson, Reina or Dudek. Again, the order in which you have it is correct. Alisson number 1, Pepe Reina number 2, Jersey Dudek number 3. Not to startle anyone, but I don't like that. I don't like how much Frankfurt have had of the ball in the first 2 minutes. Not to say that's a bad sign or anything. Lamine Yamal says, "Are you a Muslim?" Well, my name is Umar, Umar. Nikolai Skay, okay. Was that your old channel name? That might be a bit harder for me to remember. Fish loves back rooms. I mean, I don't know what that means, and to be honest, it doesn't sound too great. But I'm glad you found happiness in something. Speaking of finding happiness, Harry is here to remind us of the 2-1. To be honest, I can't even complain though, because before the match I was very confident, and Harry was saying that his neighbor is going to bully him. Who's the other person? And somebody else was going to bully him, and I said, "You know what? I'm also going to bully you." So now that United have won that game, I have nothing to complain about. I just have to, reap what I have sowed. Harry says, "Sorry, I have to." That's okay. But glad to hear your recovery. Glad to hear your recovery is going well from the knee sprain. It kind of looks like a 4-4-2. To be honest, I haven't really been paying attention. But it looks like this looks like a 4-4-2. This is clearly a 4-4-2. So it's Isak and Ekitike up top. Wirtz is the right winger. And he just does the worst bloody pass I've ever seen. Wirtz is the right winger. Gakpo is the left winger. And this is a clear 2 up top. Is Ekitike is like the left forward and Isak's the right forward, but like they're not wide. They are very central. Fish says, "How's your girlfriend, Harry?" I don't think she's his girlfriend. I think she is a interest of his, but I don't think that she's Harry's girlfriend yet. Unless Harry has an update. I believe they're going out on Halloween. It's kind of sad that I know this, but I I do have a tendency to remember most things. Reluctant Gamer says, "Hey, how you doing? I hope you're good. I got an update for you. So there is a formation change today. Isak and Ekitike are playing up top together. Like not like on the wings or anything. It's like they're playing 2 up top. So that's a bit of a surprise, but a good surprise. Let's say a good surprise. Also, I changed cameras. I don't know if this is a good change or a bad change. Harry has provided additional context where he states that he played like prime De Gea in goal today. Got most of my potential back. So basically, you've recovered from a serious injury in a day. That's impressive. Caught a ball. Not expected, without gloves, and my hands on the ball were both wet and slippery. I mean, you're already better than Andre Onana with those sorts of skills, and you're probably also better than Curtis Jones, who just lost the ball. Oh, Frankfurt are through. Oh, good save by Mamardashvili. That could have really easily been a goal. That could have really easily been a goal. She's going on holiday, so we can't go out anymore. What the hell? But I thought you had a date planned. But hold on, did you have a date planned or did you not have a date planned? But regardless, that's unfortunate. I guess you can go out when she's back. Whatever you do, don't turn up at the airport because that's creepy. But you can. It's one of those things where in movies and TV shows it's very romantic, but don't do that in real life. But yeah, you can go out when she's back. I mean, if you really want to be spiteful, when she plans the date when she gets back, you can then go on holiday on that day, and then but yeah, to be honest, don't do that. Yeah, don't follow my advice. It's bad. It's bad. Ooh, Isak, saved. Fish says, Matty Cash, thank you very much. Ikram says, would you rather have a robot assistant or personal chef? I mean, it depends on the capability of the robot assistant. Can the robot assistant double as a personal chef? Then you kind of get 2 in 1. I'd be leaning towards the robot assistant, because if it's a personal chef, then that's somebody else in my house, which I don't really like. I mean, it depends what the robot assistant can do, I'd say. Fish says, Harry's girl likes me and Matty Cash and Harry, so she likes 3 people at once. It's not a day, it's been 2 weeks. Just haven't been able to update you on injuries. To be fair, I was in Canada. That's also probably why. I can't lie, I want to go back. It's only been a week. But that's life, I suppose. Liverpool playing better, to be fair. Gakpo to Isak. Ooh, Isak with a shot. Isak has already done a lot more. than he has recently. Dave hopes Frankfurt win tonight. To be honest with you, they had a very good chance after about 2 minutes. They had a 1-on-1, and I just saw my life kind of flashing before my eyes because I thought Frankfurt were going to score in 2 minutes, but thankfully Liverpool's keeper saved it. But Liverpool looked better. Liverpool looked better in the first 2 minutes. No, it wasn't planned. He just wanted to go out. Okay, all good then. All good. You can do something when she's back. No problem. To be fair, November's a good time to go on holiday. It's a lot of places are a lot cheaper, which is great. And also a lot of places are cooler, so it's not like shirt's a bit itchy. It's not like super hot. Jeffrey says big night indeed. Based on the first 10 minutes, they seem to be playing better. I can't lie. They've had a couple of chances, which is more than I can say for the past 4 games. Frankfurt's player fouls his own player there. But what can you do? Fish says, Harry, do you have a question for Harry? Do you have some sort of quandary that you need answered? I feel like there should be a second part of that sentence which is missing. Which Liverpool player would be best at a stand-up comedy gig? Probably Kanate, and he can perform a comedy gig called Trying to Defend. I'm sure 90% of people would find that hilarious. Okay, now Ekitike is on the right of the two, and Isak's on the left of the two, but it probably doesn't matter too much, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is a very clearly a different shape. Interestingly as well, the left back, which is Robertson in this game, he's not sitting back. He's getting out wide, which is kind of what you want from Kerkez, right? So if you've made that tactical switch, why not just play Kerkez? But it is what it is. Final ball still lacking, but to be honest with you, still better than the rubbish that we've seen recently. So it has that going for it, at the very least. Ikram says beard looks top tier right now. Thank you. Now that it's winter, I'm probably going to grow it a bit longer. I tend to have it shorter in the summer for obvious reasons, and then longer in the winter for also obvious reasons. I don't know how long I'm going to go, but we'll have to wait and see. Probably at the point where I start looking homeless, then I'll probably shave it. Verts and Frimpong linking up very nicely. Maybe that's why Verts is on the right hand side. Charlotte says, fun fact, the Reds' first captain to lift the Premier League trophy was Jordan Henderson. Yes, indeed. And it's also kind of depressing that is like a historical fact now, because I remember it very clearly. It just makes you feel old. Frankfurt sitting back a lot, I can't lie. They are sitting back a lot. Cengiz says hi. How are you? We are hoping Liverpool don't lose today. Because that's what we've been reduced to, unfortunately. But this is looking better. This is looking better. Isak looks a lot more comfortable. I mean, it will be interesting to see, is this going to be the tactic going forward? Or is this a one-off? I guess that's dependent on the result. Yeah, Liverpool just passing it around. Frimpong's the widest on the right. Frimpong showing a bit of pace. Loses the ball, but to be fair, at least he's showing something. Cengiz says today Liverpool win. I hope so. To be fair, they are playing. They're playing a different formation, and they do look a lot more threatening in this system. So I feel better about this game already. But those words could come back to bite me. Second half they score. I think first half and second half. I think they'll win 2-1. I think 2-1. I mean, defensively they look a lot more kind of compact and a lot more harder to get through as well. But I don't know if that's just representative of the opposition. Oh, why is Frimpong hurt? It's been 17 minutes. I hope it's just cramp. Do you think Liverpool's squad depth is strong enough for all competitions? I mean, yes. I mean, if you count squad depth as the quality of players that they have, then yes. They've got tons of quality players in every position. The problem has been the tactics, which is probably why they have elected to change them. But yeah, based purely on squad depth, yes. The issue is kind of how to get the best out of that squad depth. Yeah, they're just helping Frimpong. Oh no, they're making a sub. What the hell? Bradley's coming on. Oh, that's annoying as hell, man. Okay, well, it's annoying because of the obvious reasons, and it's annoying because Frimpong was looking quite good. He was looking quite lively. He was looking quite pacey. But obviously 17 minutes was a bit too long. I mean, I hope it's not a serious injury. That's probably the most you can say, really. nothing happens. Rank these wingers for crossing. I mean, Alexander-Arnold wasn't really a winger, but I'd put him first. Probably put Robertson second. Risa, I don't remember Risa doing many crosses. But to be fair, he did do the cross for Gerrard in the Champions League final. So I guess Risa number 3. Yeah, Chiesa number 4, I'd say. Charlotte says, what was your favorite hobby as a child? As a child? I mean, it depends how young. But I used to like playing football. I used to like computer games. All the conventional hobbies, to be fair. Taib Hussein says, Salaam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Hope you're doing good, Taib. Corner for Gakpo. Jeff also says, Salaam alaikum. Hope you're doing good, Jeff. Hope all is well. The thing is, I've said it once, so I'll have to say wa alaikum salam to everyone now. But I hope you're doing well. I see I'm in position number 3 on your fantasy league. I do Ramadan with my brother with Somalia. I'm with it. Oh, nice. Impressive stuff. It can get quite tough with the no drinking of water. The no food, it's tough, but you can you get used to that aspect. But with the no water becomes a bit difficult. Yeah, no offense, but I might have to tell Salah. To be honest, me as well. He was the second player I put in my team after Haaland. So Haaland was the first one. Salah was the second one. I've got Isak and I've got Salah in my team. and I feel like I can't sell both of them because I feel like that would be not disingenuous, but you know what I mean. It feels like it wouldn't be the right thing to do, but I might need to sell Salah. Food is easy, the water is the killer. Very true. I just need to get Haaland in. You do not need to get Haaland in, because if you get Haaland in, then you might go above me, and we can't be having that. To be honest, my kind of goal of the fantasy league is just to finish above you. That's the general goal. It's to finish above you and to finish above Dexter, because I don't know how Dexter has basically negative points at this. I'm like, how do you have negative points? Like, how is that possible? I'm like, Danny Welbeck, seriously, you could have bought anybody. You had a war chest. You had riches. You had riches beyond your wildest dreams. And you say, you know what, I'm going to buy Danny Welbeck. So I'm sure Dexter's a wonderful person, but I've just made him my mortal enemy because I'm like, what is this team? That's part of the reason. Taib says, do you think Slot will get sacked at the end of the season? I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think so. I reckon he'll turn this around. I reckon he'll turn this kind of form around. And then, yeah, I reckon Liverpool don't really strike me as a team that kind of makes rash decisions. So I'd say it's unlikely. But you never know. He's more of a women's soccer fan. Yeah, that's why he's got Danny Welbeck up front. George says, hello, sir. How you doing, George? I hope all is well with you. If you sell both, Liverpool will win 5 in a row. You know how it is, yeah. Oh, not when from. Oh, fuck's sake. I was having fun hating on this guy called Dexter that I don't even know. And Frankfurt have scored. To be honest, I might need to. I might need to change my answer to Tayyib's question because Frankfurt have bloody scored. Let's see what was happening. They win the ball fairly. I think that's a fair winning of the ball. George says, who do you support? I support the incredible Arsenal Football Club. I support the useless Liverpool Football Club, who have just conceded. Yeah, nice one, Robertson. Nice one. You pay 50 million for a Hungarian left back and you stick him on the bench, and then you stick this useless clown who's been past it for years. You stick this useless clown at left back who refuses to, close down his man. He just gives the Frankfurt player a free shot, and then Frankfurt score. Granted, Kirkes is not having the best time, but the answer is not Andy Robertson. Even somebody commented on one of my bloody videos today saying, you think we should play Robertson? And then I went into an explanation about why we should not play Robertson, and that's exactly why. Fucking 1-0 down. 1-0 down to Frankfurt. Bella the dog says, can you type Sean Whaley, the football player? Is he a left back? Because if he's a left back, I might ask him if he's available. Yeah, you should ask him. We were playing pro clubs last night. What is pro clubs? Is it like FIFA? Something like that. I don't actually know what that is, But I hear lots of people talking about it. Liverpool FC inspire every football dream and every football nightmare for me. Will Woodman feature in Carabao Cup? I mean, can Woodman play left back? Okay. I actually didn't know that, to be fair. So pro clubs is FIFA when you control one player. That's quite a good idea. I've never like back in the day in kind of Pro Evo PES, that type of thing. It used to be a thing, but I didn't know it was still a thing on FIFA. I swear, if they lose this, they will be held to pay. Yeah, it does sound quite fun, to be fair. With friends, so like each friend is one player, that type of thing. How are they behind? How are they behind? So Buzz like complaining about something, probably discussing what shampoo he uses with the referee. Gakpo taking a corner because there's one thing that 6'4" players are good at, and that's not being in the box. Why is Gakpo taking a corner? What is that about? I can't believe they're losing. Again, it's not the end of the world. It's absolutely not the end of the world. But it's annoying. I rank these defenders for leadership on the pitch. Carragher, Van Dijk, Hippier, Robertson. Van Dijk, Hippier, Carragher, Robertson, probably. Van Dijk was captain. Hippier was captain. Carragher was vice captain. Robertson was vice captain. I know I'm simplifying it to a certain degree. Again, can't string more than 3 passes together. Begging for a penalty, but that just shows the desperation of this team. Do you like the match so far? Says Charlotte. I did. You call your mates greedy people for not passing. Yeah, nah. That does sound quite fun. It's a bit like it's a bit like playing Call of Duty, but a football version. Do you like the match so far? I did until Frankfurt scored. The thing is, improving the attack has diminishing returns to a certain degree if the defense still can't defend. Ooh, header by Bradley, saved. Oh, Jesus Christ. Albiru says Epl lost in 4. What do you mean by that? Someone's thrown a plastic bag onto the pitch. Corner, nothing happens. I mean, free kick to Frankfurt. How do Liverpool always look so ineffectual from set pieces? Like free kicks, okay, they're decent at, but corners, you just know absolutely nothing is gonna happen. Number one, I don't understand why they have a giant taking corners in Gakpo, because surely you want the giant in the box, right? He's tall, he's physical, he's got long limbs, he's got long legs, he's got long arms, which is also important to kind of keep players off you. So why is he not in the box? Why is he taking corners? And Frankfurt have another counter-attack opportunity here. Bradley just gets done. But thankfully the cross comes to nothing. Okay, counter-attack for Liverpool. Ekitike running. Ooh, very good by Ekitike. Ekitike scores. Nice. Nice goal, to be fair. Ekitike's second touch. So he's on the counter and he was out wide, but his second touch took it inside. That was very good. Oh, he's doing the whole hands up thing because he used to play for this team, right? He used to play for Frankfurt. Robertson got the assist. It was a good assist. That second touch where he took it inside, that was very good. But 1-1. Okay. Let's go. On a slot, first half looking second half, bro. Yeah. My prediction was a 2-1, so I guess that's still possible. But okay, Liverpool got another opportunity here. Bradley is in about a meter of space. Oh, no. I hate when you're in so much space and then you run forward and you run, and then you decide to just turn around and pass it back. There's nothing more annoying than that. I'd rather just went for it. It's like, okay, counter attack, and then just turn around and then pass it backwards. It's keeping possession for the sake of keeping possession. It's annoying as hell. What do you think of Liverpool's defence overall? Generally pants, to be honest with you. Can Frimpong's pace help Liverpool deal with low blocks? I mean, I don't know about low blocks specifically. Pace doesn't feel like an attribute that would combat a low block. But it's effective. And he was playing quite well, but he only lasted about 17 minutes today until he got taken off. I mean, I hope he hasn't got a serious injury. So that's like corner. And nothing happens. Because that's the Liverpool way, unfortunately. And I've never seen a team so bad at corners, and especially a team who has giants. So Van Dijk's a giant, Konate's a giant, Gakpo's a giant, Isak's a giant. Reluctant Gamer says, is Isak playing? He is playing. Is Isak and Ekitike up top? So Salah is not playing. It's kind of like a 4-4-2, maybe 4-2-4, but yeah. Isak and Ekitike, they're playing up top together. Another corner for Liverpool where you just know absolutely nothing's gonna happen. Gakpo did. Oh, okay. So when I say absolutely nothing's gonna happen, I think Van Dijk has just scored. So something did happen in that particular corner, and I'm glad it did. Yeah, in swinger from Gakpo, header by Van Dijk. 2-1. This was my final. This was my final score. It says 2 goals for 3 matches for Van Dijk. That's pretty good. Can't lie. Ikram says, what do you think of Liverpool's tactics on the slot? Well, this year's tactics specifically, I can't lie, they're a bit weird. But I was talking about that quite extensively yesterday. Oh, Bradley just saves a goal there. That should have been 2-2. But Slot seems to have changed tactics for this game. So there's no Salah, there's no Chiesa. It's Ekitike and Isak up top together. I mean, it looks promising. I mean, they've scored 2 goals, which is more than they've done recently. And they are creating more chances. So let's see how it goes. but it looks encouraging so far. Fish says Ektraklasa. What does that mean? Wheatley says, what do you think about Liverpool compared to Newcastle? I mean, Newcastle are in much better form. I think they won 3-0 yesterday against Benfica, which is really good. Voltemade looks like a good signing. So I'd say based on form, as in based on how they are right now, I think Newcastle are better. And I think if Newcastle and Liverpool played tomorrow, Newcastle will probably win. But where things will be at the end of the season, kind of who knows. I think Liverpool maybe have better players on paper, but that's not the be all and end all either. So we'll have to kind of see where things are at the end of the season. Cengiz says, I'm happy for Liverpool, really. Well, if you're happy, I'm also happy. E. Wheatley says, okay, just thought I'd ask, even though they lost to Brighton the other day. Yeah, the thing is, like, Newcastle lost to Brighton, but Liverpool have lost 4 games in a row. So Liverpool have lost to Crystal Palace, and then they lost to Galatasaray, and then they lost to Chelsea, and then they lost to Man United. So Liverpool are in worse form. But like kind of agnostic of form, generally speaking, both are good teams. Both will be up there at the end of the year. Fish says Harry's girl loves me and Matty Cash more than Harry. Well, that's unfortunate for Harry. Can I ask a follow-up question? Does Harry's girl love you more, or does she love Matty Cash more? Because I doubt she loves you both equally. Now, if it was me, I'd put Matty Cash second, but I don't know. You will have to provide clarification on this. Which Liverpool player would score most goals in 5-a-side? Ooh, just wide. I mean, it depends. Probably one of the strikers. Generally, you generally say. E. Wheatley says, yes, it's about how it ends, not how it starts. Yes, very true. A lot of people are kind of making loads of kind of conclusions based on who's going to win the league. And I'm like, guys, it's only October. And like their predictions for October are like completely different to their predictions for September. And I'm like, you're completely changing your opinion every few weeks. It's October now. We've got all of November to go. We've got all of December to go. Ooh, another goal. Kanate. I've been hating on Liverpool with respect to corners, and they've scored 2 goals from corners. I think it was a Szoboszlai corner and a Kanate header. Oh, yeah, much better. Maybe they just needed a bit of kind of self-belief and a bit of confidence. Because as soon as 1 goal went in, you then had a second goal, and you then had a third goal. But this is better. This is much better. I can continue to show my face in public. Let's go. E. Wheatley says, good goal. Yeah, it was a good goal, to be fair. He almost broke the net with the header. But it's interesting that they were kind of playing rubbish, and then as soon as one goal went in, they got a bit of confidence. And then a second one went in very soon after that. And then a third one went in very soon after that. Pixel would give it to Stevie G. Yeah. He'd be like your ideal player for a five-a-side because he's very good going forward and very good defending as well. Very good tackling. Very good passing. Very good shooting. I mean, he could kind of do it all. He could kind of do it all. So he'd be the ideal player. Chelsea winning 3-1. Oh, nice. Everyone's winning 3-1. It's a 3-1 party today. Let's have a quick look. Chelsea 3, Ajax 1. As you see over here. Epl Ucl is correct. 18th minute, Caicedo 27th minute, Enzo Fernandez 45th minute penalty, and Wout Weghorst with 33rd minute penalty. Very nice. Fish says Willie Orban to Aston Villa. Is that in the summer or is that in the winter window? You're still not spelling Sabazlai correctly, but that's better than how you spelled it yesterday. So there is progress. Your English teacher will be happy, or your Hungarian teacher if you have a Hungarian teacher. Let me think about which four outfielders: Mascherano, Gerrard, Suarez. So you've got two kind of so you got a defensive midfield, Mascherano. I think Mascherano's good. Mascherano is like a rabid dog, and I say that as a compliment. The way he just kind of run around. He'd be perfect for a five-a-side. Gerrard, yes. Suarez, yes, he can score goals and he can also defend because he can bite you. So you need a defender. Maybe Van Dijk. But is that like too simple an answer? Seems like most of the Premier League teams are winning in the UCL, yeah. Chelsea are up 3-1. Spurs 0-0. But at least they're not losing. I mean, it's one of those things where it just shows the strength of the Premier League and how kind of deep that league is. Oh yeah, and Mascherano can play centre back as well. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Van Dijk is good. How could I forget Virgil? To be honest, I thought it was a trick question. You know, when you said who else, I was thinking surely Van Dijk. But I thought I was missing something obvious, and I thought you'd say, but it can't be Van Dijk because. And then I was like, no, it must be Van Dijk unless I'm missing something. But yeah, that would be pretty nice five-a-side team, and I presume Alisson in goal. Yeah, definitely Alisson. Yeah, so that's a good five-a-side team. Alisson in goal, Van Dijk in defense, Mascherano in defense / midfield, Gerrard in midfield / attack, and Suarez in attack. Lee says, are we talking currently playing or? Oh no, just of. I was gonna say all ex-players, but to be honest, I've only been on the earth for so long, so maybe we can narrow it down to players you've seen playing. I think that's the easiest. Because sometimes people say Alan Hansen and Roger Hunt, and I was like, guys, I'm not that old. I've never seen Roger Hunt, but sometimes I feel like they say that just to be edgy. Cengiz says, funny man. I try my best. Fish says summer is when Willie Orban is going to join Villa. Who are they going to let go? Who are they going to sell if he comes in? For me at least. Yeah, I mean, it was a good team. It was I mean, what are the other options? Salah, no, I'd rather have Suarez. Torres, no, I'd rather have Suarez. Alonso, no, I'd rather have Gerard Mascherano. My opinion, I'd swap out Van Dijk for Ramos. I should have clarified. It was a Liverpool. I can't remember who asked the question. Let me see if I can find it. It was Ikram who asked the question. It says, which Liverpool player would score most goals in a five-a-side team? And then we just kind of changed it to what would be your five-a-side of choice, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking Ramos. But that's all good. Easy mistake to make. Fish says they'd sell Konza. Really? Konza to get Willy Orban in? Konza had a pretty good season last season, didn't he? To be fair, I don't know how he's doing this season. I've not seen too much of the Villa. Could Mamadashvili stake an early claim and displace Alisson during pre-season? I mean, if you mean early season, Mamadashvili is playing today. Alisson's not playing because he got injured doing that thing called playing football. Alisson has a tendency to get injured every 5 seconds. Like if you look at Alisson the wrong way, he'll pull his hamstring. So Mamadashvili was brought in as a kind of quote-unquote backup, but to be honest with you, he's going to be playing a lot of first-team football. Jeffrey says, I hope that slot doesn't change the team. Yeah, I mean, this is looking good. To be fair. They've scored 3 goals, which they've not done for a while, and they're winning a game, which they're not doing for a while. When you say you hope he doesn't change the team, do you mean the players or the formation, or do you mean both? And do you mean just for the second half, or do you also mean like for the next game as well? You know what I mean? Next game I think is Brentford. So would you want to see just the same formation against Brentford? Or would you want to see the same formation and the same players? But it is looking better. It is looking better, I can't lie. Who you think's winning the Champions League? Unfortunately, I've got a very bad feeling. Man City are gonna win a couple of trophies this season. Whether it's just the Premier League, whether it's the Premier League and the Champions League, I got a bad feeling. Because I feel like teams quite often are more dangerous when they lose their title. Because then they have more motivation to kind of get their title back. And I think Haaland looks like he's on fire this year. Because Haaland's probably upset that Salah won all the striker awards last year. I got a bad feeling, Man City, unfortunately. But what about you? What do you think? Crazy FC guy says slot in. Hi, by the way. How you doing, Crazy FC guy? Hope you're good. Yeah. Slot in for me too. I think he's earned the right, and he's earned the time to try and turn things around. Like he's earned the right to do that, I think. But yeah, what do you think about today's game? Very different formation, very different tactics, very different personnel. Salah's on the bench. Things are looking good so far. And it's the first time in a long time where I felt like, you know what, they might get a few more goals in the second half. So yeah, here's hoping. He has to also try to blend the team, says Jeffrey, using this structure. Yeah, this structure, it looks more compact, which I think is important. The forwards The forwards seem to have more chances today. Isak's had a few chances. Ekitike got a goal. Gakpo's had a chance. And the midfield and the attack seems to link together a lot better. And also, like, unfortunate to say this, but by not having Salah on the pitch, you don't have one player who's not defending. Like, everyone's defending. So yeah, maybe this is something he can persevere with and continue to take forward. If you could live in a fictional universe, which one? The one where Liverpool win the quadruple, because it's not going to happen in the real universe. Funny formation, trying new things, yeah. When the kind of pre-match, sometimes they do those pre-match formation things. They had Ekitike on the right, and the right of a front three, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. But what it actually is kind of more of a 4-4-2, maybe 4-4-2 without the ball, and 4-2-4 with the ball. So yeah, funny formation, but I think he has to try new things to a certain degree, because he tried the same thing four times in a row and he lost 4 games. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's doing something a bit different. Jeffrey says our problem is the defense. Yeah. Especially from a concentration perspective. Like the Frankfurt goal, you could see the Frankfurt guy taking a shot, but Robertson just was refusing to kind of close him down. And like every attack kind of starts from the defense. So if the defense is not performing, then the whole team is not performing. But hopefully today will give them a bit of confidence, because for the Ekitike goal, Robertson got the assist, so that's something for the defense. The second goal was Van Dijk, and the third goal was Konate. So hopefully this will give them some confidence to hopefully perform better. Frimpong out, I'm sad. Yeah, me too. He lasted about 17 minutes, and the thing is, he looked very good for those 17 minutes. He looked dangerous. He looked lively. He was getting up and down the pitch. And then he went down, and I was like, ooh. I was like, please don't be injured. Please don't be injured. And then I was like, okay, he's not injured. It's just a cramp. And then 2 seconds after that, they were holding the board up to bring Bradley on. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. I mean, Frimpong's one player I want to see more of, because whenever he comes on, he's effective. Against Man United, he put in a couple of good crosses. I just hope it's not. I just hope it's not a long-term injury or anything like that, because that would be terrible. Romeo says Frankfurt is not bad. However, Liverpool have more qualifications and talented gangsters. Yeah, I mean, you're correct. Frankfurt have been playing quite well. Frankfurt got an early goal, so Frankfurt went 1-0 up. And Frankfurt could have got a second goal, to be fair. So Frankfurt are quite good, but yeah, I think, as you were saying, Liverpool, from a player perspective, probably just have a bit too much quality. Like, you can be as organized as anything, but eventually, if the other side has more quality, it becomes a lot more difficult. Jeffrey says that was a good change. Sad he went out. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that Frimpong got subbed off. Also, he looked really good for the kind of 17 minutes that he was on the pitch. Looked dangerous. What I like about Frimpong as well is that he goes forwards. You know that novel crazy concept of actually going forwards. Frimpong actually does that. So it was disappointing. It was disappointing that he got subbed off. And it was disappointing that he got injured, but hopefully it's not serious. Doge, aka Chicken Wing, says, hopefully Frankfurt come back. I want the 5 in a row. I do not want the 5 in a row, but I understand. I understand why you would want that. To be honest, it's not impossible. It's not impossible for Frankfurt to come back, but 3-1 might be a bit too much. Like if it was 2-1, you could say okay, but 3-1 is probably too much. Doge, you must go to the witch doctor, says Jeffrey. Somebody already went to the witch doctor and put a curse on Liverpool. Doge says, where did Chicken Wing come from? That's your username. That's your username on YouTube. Like, have you seen it? You know when you commented on some video the other day, and then your username is like @chickenwing, and then when I clicked on it, it says Doge. I was like, okay, that's Doge, and it's the same picture as well. So sometimes when you register on YouTube, it gives you a random username. Unless I've got you mixed up with somebody else, but when I clicked on it, it said Doge. Yeah, it's Chicken Wing. Well, at first I was like, who the hell is Chicken Wing? And then I clicked on it, I was like, yes, it's... When you click on the profile, then it says Doge, and then I saw the picture as well, and that's when I made the link. But yeah, I was like, Chicken Wing, fair enough. Oh, that's the original username, fair enough. Well, that explains it then. Speaking of chicken wings, Chiesa is warming up. I should really stop the timer. Set it back to 45. Mr. 1888 says, for real, for my bro, Doku, he's better than Yamal. You reckon? Where would you put Yamal? Would you put Yamal in the top 5? Would you put Yamal in the top 10 of wingers in the world? I do think Yamal is good, but I do think he's maybe overhyped a bit as well, because quite often if you play for Barcelona, you have additional PR associated with that. In terms of world wingers, I might put Desiree Doué above him, you know. I think Doué for PSG is very good. He scored like how many goals yesterday? Like 4? Could Isak and Ekitike play together in a 4-4-2? That's literally what's happening today. Reluctant Gamer says, who's looking better, Isak or Ekitike? Isak had more chances, but Ekitike scored a goal. And to be fair, the Ekitike goal was very good. It was like a counter-attack. So Ekitike is running down the left, and then he did one touch where he cut it inside to kind of get a better angle. And in that one touch, it was absolutely perfect. And he got ahead of the defender, and he slotted it in. So I'd say first 20 minutes maybe Isak, because he had a few chances, but Ekitike got the goal. So I think you'd have to go with Ekitike. It's one of those goals that looks easy, but is actually quite difficult to score. Chiesa is coming on for the second half. I wonder for who though. Chiesa's on for Isak. So that's all the 4-4-2 we're going to see today, and unless it's just a straight swap. Well, I hope after this change he doesn't change the formation. You know what I mean? Like he's bringing Chiesa on, but I hope the formation don't change. They have kicked off. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. The formation looks the same, I think. It looks like Chiesa has just gone in Isak's position. So it's Chiesa and Ekitike up top. Can Kanate elevate his game with competition? I mean, naturally, that tends to be what competition does. Unfortunately, his competition's injured for the season. In what's his name, Leone. Frankfurt's still very deep, which is not what you'd expect. If you know you're two goals down at home. 3-1 is perhaps also a bit of a kind of unrepresentative scoreline, I think. Like 2-1 might be fair, but this doesn't feel like a 3-1 type of performance. Yeah, it's literal pinball at this point. Another corner to Liverpool though. Let's see if they can do anything with this. To be fair, they did they did do a fair amount with the corners in the first half, so you never know. Cleared though. Chiesa with a volley. He missed, but I think he was offside, to be fair. Yeah, he had more time than he suspected. Zane prefers the balance with Robertson starting. I mean, Robertson got a good it's weird because you could argue he was at fault for the goal, but equally he did get the assist for the Ekitike goal. It's interesting as well though, because they seem to be playing a different formation today. It seems to be kind of more of a 4-4-2. Arguably a 4-4-2 without the ball and a 4-2-4 with the ball. And by having four, by basically setting up like that, Robertson's a lot wider. So I'm like, okay, if you're going to play wider, why not play Kerkez? Oh, Ekitike just falls over. Ekitike running through a goal just falls over. But yeah, given that the left back seems to be operating differently today, it will be interesting to see if this also works for Kerkez. Because it's almost not a fair test, because the left back in the last game was basically a centre back, whereas the left back in today's game is a left back. So it's almost like hard to compare to a certain degree. But the assist was very good. It showed a level of experience that you only get by playing loads of games. Another corner, Gakpo's taking it. Like, come on, man. There was like a spot in the box that had 3 black shirts, aka literally the worst place to put the corner, and that's exactly where he puts it. How strong is Liverpool's goalkeeper depth? I'd say it's good. Yeah, they have 2 starters in Alisson and what's his name, Mamadashvili. That's pretty good depth. It would be unreasonable. It would be unreasonable to have 3 starters. So I think 2 starters is pretty good, if you ask me. Cengiz says again. What happened again? Did I miss something? Will Gomez adapt back to the intensity of senior football? I mean, I hope he doesn't have to. But it's one of those things. You gain fitness, you gain sharpness by playing minutes. So I think if he's forced to, he probably will. Like he probably will. But the question is more, or should I say, I think the point is more, will he be at the level he was at a few years ago? No. So even though he's sharp, it's like a sharper version of a blunt instrument is still blunt. Okay, that's a bit harsh, but I think you know what I mean. Curtis Jones has been miles better than McAllister this season. Yeah, McAllister's situation is weird. He almost doesn't seem fully fit. Like I remember in pre-season, there was a game I went to, which was like it was Atletico Bilbao versus Liverpool, and there were 2 games on the same day. So there's like a 5 o'clock kickoff, and there was also an 8 o'clock kickoff. So the 5 o'clock kickoff was the juniors, Rio and Gamoa, them lot, and the 8 o'clock kickoff was the seniors, like Vert, Salah, and so forth. And McAllister was playing with the juniors, and I was like, this guy must not be fully fit. So I think he had a disadvantage to begin with. And since then, he hasn't really ever seemed fully fit. So I don't know what's going on. But I think Curtis Jones against Man United in particular did play very good. Curtis Jones has been kind of decent today as well, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, maybe keep Jones in the team until McAllister can get fit. Free kick to Liverpool, about 20 yards out. Vert's standing over it. shooting position. I think this is going to go in. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this is going in. Wirtz and Robertson standing over it, but I think Wirtz is going to take a shot. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Got it on target, but keeper saves it. All right, the Gakpo quarter, yeah. Nice free kick, to be fair. Speaking of Gakpo corner, there's another one right now on 55 minutes. Oh, no good, man. Liverpool have a corner and within 5 seconds it ends up back with Mamadashvili. God, you can only laugh, I guess. Because if you don't laugh, you will cry. And laughing's always better. Frankfurt trying to go for it a bit now. They haven't got every player behind the ball. But in doing that, they opened themselves up to a risk. Because now they've committed more players forward. Doge, aka Chicken Wing, says, I don't know if that's going to get annoying. Tell me if it's annoying. Then I might start doing it a bit more. Are you slot out? If not, how long would it take? No, not at the moment. I think given that he won the league in his first season, it would be it wouldn't make sense for me to kind of fire him the first time he's facing a difficult time. I think give him the opportunity to fix this. Everyone was hyping him up last year. So if he's really as good as you were hyping him up to be last year, give him a bit of time to kind of fix things. But in terms of how long would it take, it's tough to say. It's tough to say, to be honest. It's tough to say because like so he's lost 4 games in a row. If he loses, yeah, it's tough. It doesn't feel like one of those things you can kind of put a number on. It just feels like there's so many kind of variables. Like he could lose loads of games, but if he still gets top 4, I'd be like, okay, not the end of the world. But if he keeps getting top 4 year after year after year, then I'd be like, okay, maybe that's not good enough. I don't know if that's a terrible explanation, but I think it maybe vaguely made sense on some level. Man, you will win the league before I get annoyed. Fair enough. You're probably the same as me then. Do you think Liverpool should play more attacking football in general? Yes. I mean, today's formation, today's tactics, they do seem to be a bit more attacking, playing with two up top. And so far, it's treating them well. They've just shown a graphic on the screen. Frankfurt have had 1 shot on target. Liverpool have had 7, and that's pretty good if you're away from home. So yeah, I do think they needed to kind of change things up after losing 4 games in a row. What will be interesting is whether he keeps the same formation against Brentford, which is the next game on the weekend, and also what that means for Salah, because Salah's not in the team. And even when subs were made, Chiesa came on, Salah did not. So what does that mean? I guess we'll find out on the weekend. Verts to Szoboszlai. Oh god, Szoboszlai really should have got that on target. Verts basically cut it back to Szoboszlai in the box. And Szoboszlai hits it wide, but not... I mean, he should have done better, but... Am I going to cry about it? No. Do you prefer snooker or pool? To play by myself, to kind of play, probably pool, because pool is easier. You just, striped ball versus solid ball. It's a lot kind of easier to play. And I think the pool tables are a bit more kind of simpler as well. I think on the pool tables, the pockets are a bit bigger, which makes it a bit easier. So yeah, I'd say to play pool, I'm not very good. I'm really not very good at all. But to be fair, I don't play very often. Ooh, Gakpo to Ekitike. Ekitike greedy goes for the shot. In terms of watching, snooker is quite good to watch on TV if you're bored. Pool doesn't really come on so much, I guess, but they're both pretty good. Safe to say, I'm pretty useless at both. Ooh, Bradley hits the ball. Fish, I have no idea what that means. Einmal Leipzig, immer Leipzig, he, einmal Poo. What does that mean? Again, you'll have to provide a bit more kind of context and clarity about what you're referring to. Would you rather explore a desert oasis or volcanic island? Probably volcanic island. A desert oasis feels like a place. Feels more dangerous. Feels like you could get lost, and it feels like there'd be nothing there. There'd be no civilization, and it feels like you'd eventually die of thirst. But volcanic island seems pretty good if you stay away from the volcano at the very least. Ekitike goes down, but that's not a penalty for me. Zaim says Verts has been running the show. Would be great for him to get a goal. Yeah, definitely looks a lot more confident. Has been intrinsic in a lot of the kind of build up. Nice kind of passes, nice heading of the ball. Definitely showing significant improvement, I'd say. Pretty good free kick as well. I think the one that was maybe about 10 minutes ago. He got it on target, but it was a good save by the keeper. Maybe the starting midfield needs to be maybe Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, or Gakpo. Gakpo scores. That's assist for Wirtz. Wirtz has an assist. Just as Zaim says, Wirtz is running the show. Wirtz gets an assist. Or was it Robertson? It looked like Wirtz. I mean, they've both got the same haircut, so it's hard to tell. That looks like a Wirtz assist. Yeah. 4-1, let's go. This is a lot better. This is a lot better. Who's Liverpool's most important player right now? I'm tempted to say Szoboszlai. Kind of given his ability to play multiple positions, given his physical stats, he's always running around, he's always getting a tackle in. If you need an attacking midfielder, you can play Szoboszlai. You need a defensive midfielder, you can play Szoboszlai. You need a fullback, you can play Szoboszlai. You need your windows cleaned, you can play Szoboszlai. You need your dinner cooked, you can play Szoboszlai. And here he is, Szoboszlai. Oh, fuck. He really should have squared that to Wirtz. I don't know what he was thinking. But irrespective of that, I would say Szoboszlai is the most important. Fish says Einmal Leipzig. Is this German? It looks like it's German, but I don't. Unfortunately, do not understand. This might be hyperbolic, but I haven't seen a player as complete a midfielder since Gerrard. No, I think you're accurate. I think Gerrard was more complete, sure, but in terms of not seeing anyone as complete since, yeah. Because he can basically do it all. He's good going forward. He's good defending. He can play multiple positions. Good from set pieces. That's another one. Scores free kicks. Scores long shots. No, I think you're accurate, to be fair. I would agree with that. I love artists from this particular country. They really show. They might do, but Szoboszlai, just for a second before you tell me about your love of art. Mr. Complete, I think, has just scored. Doge was telling me about Austrian artists that invade Eastern European countries, but nice goal, to be fair. Nice goal, long shot from outside. That's the second assist for Wirtz. So two assists for Wirtz today. That's not bad, guys. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let me put it to 5-1. This is much better. You lose 4 games in a row. You change tactics, and you're 5-1 up. This is a lot better. E Wheatley says, I'm back. Sorry, my phone was lagging like mad. No worries, all good. To update you on what you missed. I think you were here for the Ekitike goal. I think you were here for the Van Dijk goal. After that, Kanate scored. After that, Gakpo scored. And right now, Szoboszlai scored. So yeah, 5-1. Doge was telling us about his love of Austrian artists. Doge is on a mission to catch me out, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, it could happen, but not this time. Yeah, I can't show the game. They won't let me. Gerrard-esque goal by Szoboszlai, indeed. Nice. You were literally just comparing him to Gerrard, and he scores a Gerrard-esque goal. It's kind of funny. I am Badwa says happy for Wirtz. Yeah, me too. He got 2 assists, so not just 1 assist. He's got 2 assists. And to be fair, even right now, he seems to be kind of running the show. So it's good to see. Really nice to see. Taste Testers says, how's it, man? All good. How have you been? How was your 3-week vacation? I have since had a 2-week vacation, which is very good. But yeah, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. A good win for you yesterday versus Atletico Madrid, 4-0. I can't lie, I never would have predicted a 4-0. So 4-0 is super impressive. But yeah, I hope you are doing good. E. Wheatley says, damn, so I'm guessing Liverpool are going to win, yeah. Thankfully for me, I was, I wouldn't say upset. I was, when you're so angry that you start gritting your teeth? That was me when Frankfurt scored. So I'm glad Liverpool are finally going to get a win. I am Badwa says, too good a player not to be on the score sheet. Very true. He did a nice free kick, to be fair. I don't know if you saw it, but he had like a free kick 20 yards out. He got it on target, but the keeper just kind of tipped it over. But yeah, he's got 2 assists now. So I think the goals will come very soon after that. But Salah's on now. Ekitike's off. Gakpo's also off. McAllister on. Taste Testers is doing great. That's good to hear. Just taking it easy these days. Just too hot this side. Oh wow, you've got the complete opposite to us, because it's freezing in England. But I like that. I like the cold weather. With the cold weather, I find I do more exercise and I eat less. So hopefully I lose a bit of weight. When I went to I came back from Canada last week, and what surprised me is just how cheap like food is there. Like food is so cheap. So naturally I was eating a lot, but now I'm gonna try and be a bit healthier. Fingers crossed. Goes to Salah. Salah crosses it. I swear I swear the Frankfurt player handballed that. But to be honest, when you're 5-1 up, probably doesn't really. You're probably not that fussed. That's because they don't have an idiot of a PM like we do. How you saying I can't refill a Coke at Nando's? Yeah, it's silly, right? Like they're trying to make people healthier, but instead of like making fruit cheaper, instead of making vegetables cheaper, they just make they do it on the other end. Basically, they make less healthy food more expensive. It's just too much. It's like, look, if you want to help, make like fruit cheaper, make juice cheap. I went to a supermarket today. I went to Aldi today. Yeah, I went to Aldi because Aldi's supposed to be cheap. Orange juice is like £2. Since when is orange juice £2? And I was like, I ain't paying £2 for orange juice. But yeah, in Canada, like stuff's proper cheap. In Canada, like a coffee, like if you want a coffee was £1. If you want like a donut, if you want Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm talking about the fancy ones. I'm not talking about the ones with a hole in them. I'm talking about the Krispy Kreme donuts that are like filled with cream. They were £1 each. £1 each. So I was there multiple times a day. But yeah, in this country, we get proper ripped off, man. I was even like, I went to supermarkets just to kind of get water, and some fruit, and like I was just looking at the prices of things, and like even like standard groceries, way cheaper there. Like we get ripped off. And it's like, it's not even like we pay double the price, it's like triple. And also, I swear, every time I go to the supermarket, things are slightly more expensive every single time. Yeah, I'm wondering who that goalkeeper is, if Ikram can provide a bit of context. Liverpool had a player who played both outfield and goal in the same season. I know Pepe Reina. He played midfield in pre-season, I remember that. But I don't know if that's who you mean. 5-1, wow, yeah, no. I can't lie, not what I expected, but I'll take it. Frankfurt scored first, then Ekitike equalised, then Van Dijk header, then Kanate header, then Gakpo goal, assist by Wirtz, Gakpo goal, and then assist by Wirtz, Szoboszlai goal. So yeah, 5-1. I'll certainly beat my 2-1. Portions are probably bigger in Canada as well. Yeah. Portions bigger. Like I've been to America as well, and like things in America didn't strike me as being like significantly cheaper than UK as far as I remember. But Canada, like I noticed, this stuff is a lot cheaper. Yeah, same with house prices. Yeah, house prices crazy. Everything's crazy. Like the price of everything is just going up, and I don't really see anything being done about it. Computers, phones, computer games, clothes. I can't think of anything that isn't increasing in price. It's just ridiculous. And it's like, okay, things increase in price, but then wages don't go up at the same rate. So you could maybe buy something in a previous year, but then the next year it's too expensive. It's a bit ridiculous. 5 goals, didn't Isak even get one? Did he get substituted off? Yeah, he got subbed off at half time. At half time, Isak came off and Chiesa came on. I was worried when that happened that Chiesa would be played as a winger, but thankfully not. Yeah, football kits gone up. Yeah, everything. Literally the price of everything. And the annoying thing is, like, especially with kind of food and things, the price doesn't just go up once. It'll go up like every month. If you ever do like any online shopping for food, you can quite often go to like your old delivery from last year, and you can click the button add all items to basket, and it's quite revealing when you do that, because the order that cost you £100 last year, when you click add all items to basket, now that's 250 quid. But they just want to ban people from having refills. Yeah, nice one. It's always things that don't really tackle the main issue. I wanted Chiesa to start over Isak anyway, says Zaim. Shame we didn't see more of Frimpong in this system. Yeah, it is a shame. I think in the kind of 17 minutes that he had, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty lively. He was at least kind of trying to get forward. He was at least trying to be a bit positive. He was at least troubling his fullback, which we've not seen for a while. So yeah, I was kind of super disappointed. I was kind of super disappointed when he got subbed off. But I hope the injury is not a long-term injury. Reluctant Gamer, no Zame. That's pretty nice. Dode spent 120 on a Maguire authentic shirt. It's proper nice. Chance for Frankfurt here. I don't think they'll do anything. Is that a home shirt or away shirt? And when did you get it? Did you get that? Did you get that recently, or is that one that you had a while? I bet you were glad on Sunday that that's the shirt that you had. Frankfurt are through. Nope. Don't let them score. Yeah, it goes wide. Zame says hi. Reluctant Gamer says, hey Zame, we can't get toxic in this channel. Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't really mind people disagreeing. And to be honest, I don't really mind people arguing so much. But there have been kind of certain people in the past who will just like have a go at everyone, and then like a new person will join, and like a new person will be having a fun time, and then said individual will start having a go at them. And it's like, okay, this person is being toxic to absolutely everyone. At that point, to be honest, I have ended up blocking certain people. Because they're just being toxic to absolutely everyone out of nowhere, and it's like, come on, man. These people, they're trying to chill. They're not your punch bags. But thankfully, that's just one person. Thankfully, most people seem to get on. I got it from the Mega Store in Old Trafford. Nice. Chelsea 5-1 as well. That is crazy, because when the Liverpool game was 2-1, the Chelsea game was 2-1, and when the Liverpool game is 5-1, the Chelsea game is 5-1. They Seem to be copying each other. I started screaming so much, I swear. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. The annoying thing is with that goal is like, even if Maguire wasn't there, you had like De Ligt who was also there. And you also had a third player who was ready for the header. It was just terrible. Terrible defending. Andy with an eye says, is that finally Wirtz got some attention? Maybe. But also in English, finally they gave this man some tribute, as in Wirtz. Wirtz has played very well. You could even make an argument that this is maybe his best game. Very good going forward. A lot of kind of intelligent passing. He got 2 assists. I mean, he's starting to show his value. Moses says hi. How are you, Moses? PSG 7-2. Yeah, that was yesterday, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mr. Desiree Doué got 4 goals or something. It's pretty wild. I think PSG are kind of proving that they were not one season wonders, but there's still a long way to go. Do you prefer this league format or group stages? Chiesa? Nah. Probably this format because you get more bigger games. I mean, playing young boys is nice and all, but I'd rather play Frankfurt, Real Madrid. So yeah, I'd probably go for this format, and to a certain degree, this league format is more representative of what the competition claims to be, because the competition is called Champions League, and in the past it was like lots of little leagues, and then a knockout, and I'm like, that's not a Champions League. So at least this is closer to, at least the group stage is like kind of like a Champions League, because it's, you know, all the big teams in one table. So I guess it provides a nice kind of view. Edip says something. I'll take that as a positive. What's the biggest screen TV you have in your house? That one's 42, but I use that as a gaming monitor. One downstairs is 55. Probably that one in that room is like 75. Which is pretty nice. I'm waiting for Black Friday. New LG OLED. The gaming screen I have is an LG OLED. The one I have downstairs is also an OLED, but it's not LG. But you know, the LG OLEDs are really good. Very good for gaming because you get 4K and also 120 FPS. And the good thing about the LGs is they have 4K 120 FPS on all of the HDMI ports, whereas with some other brands you only get that on certain ports. But yeah, no, they're good. It'll go very nicely with your PS5 Pro. Sporting 2-1 says Taste the Testers. You are correct. Alison Santos. Let's go from the start. Marseille scored first, Igor Peixão, and then Sporting equalised, Jenny Catamo, and then Alison Santos scored to make it 2-1. Pretty nice. I think this format is good. Yeah, kind of similar reasons for me, really. You play more of the kind of big teams. You know, you might come up against Real Madrid, you might come up against PSG, whoever. It just makes things a bit more exciting, I think. Whereas I think with the previous... Curtis Jones. He should have scored that. But never mind. With the previous format, it felt like the competition only came alive. The competition only came alive at the elimination stage. Like, the group stage felt a bit pointless and a bit of a foregone conclusion. Whereas with the new format, the whole competition feels alive. And it feels like there's something on the line from day one. You think there's less jeopardy in this league phase? I thought there was. I felt like there was less jeopardy in the previous one, because you'd be in a group with like Young Boys and Man United. Okay, I can't say that anymore. Yeah, I was thinking of getting 77-inch or 83-inch OLED. Ooh, Salah hits it over. When I was getting my kind of big TV for that room, it's good to kind of measure like how far away you're gonna sit from the screen, because you can get one that's too small, but you can also get one that's too big. So then you'll be looking left, right. So that you can get like measurement tools online that will tell you, based on how far you're sitting, how big a screen you should get. Yeah, that's I think it's an LG C2. I think. I mean, I got it from Costco. I can probably search my email. Costco LG. Yeah, it is. I got it on the 22nd of November 2022. Yeah, it's an LG C2 OLED. It's pretty good. Quite like it. Versus free. No. Yeah, he deserves a goal after this performance. I can't lie. But we're just hitting 92 minutes. I reckon this might be up soon. Who's had the best results? Champions League? Probably PSG. One last chance. Oh, so Bosley should have played it to Wirtz there. But he plays it to Chiesa, and then Chiesa with a terrible shot. So Bosley really should have done a through ball to Wirtz there, because Wirtz was running on through. That is full time. 5-1 win. I'll take it. It's good enough. A win's a win, and a big win is a big win. I can't lie. Pre-match, I was predicting a 2-1, so a 5-1 is even better. But what that ultimately means is Liverpool are not going to go 5 matches beaten. They've at least got a win now. Hopefully they carry this formation, and hopefully they carry this team structure forward to the next game. I don't want to see a reversion back to 4-3-3 next time. LG C2 solid TV. My 55-inch is a C2. What size is your C2? No, the C2 is the one behind me. It's the gaming TV. It's a 42, but I use it as a monitor, if that makes sense. So it's plugged in. It's plugged into a PC, and that's it. So I use it as a monitor, but like, how much did I pay for it? It won't have been a lot, to be fair. £700. 700 quid. That's pretty good for 42-inch OLED. I think there was a deal on at the time. Yeah, it must have been Black Friday, right? If I bought it 22nd of November. But no, I like it. It's pretty good. Taste the Tester says, to me, this new format gives the best of all leagues a chance to compete. Yeah, 100%. I like that kind of everyone is ranked together, because then you kind of get a better idea of how your team ranks globally. I just find that gives kind of a superior view to like eight tiny groups where you might be up against a bad team or you might be up against a good team. But yeah, I'm liking the new format. It's good that Liverpool finally bloody won a game. So where are they now? Liverpool are up to 10th, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice, up to 10th. Climbing up that table. I mean, I know they were first last year, but 10th is still pretty good. £700, well worth it. My 55 was about 1,000. Yeah, yes. The thing is, like, because what I needed, like, a gaming monitor. And I could either get that one, or I could get a 28-inch for like £1,000. So that's a no-brainer. 42-inch for £700 makes more sense than 28-inch for £1,000. Jeffrey says, great game. Yeah, definitely a great game. I think, as you were saying earlier, we hope now that this continues on to the next game. I don't want to see a reversion to old tactics and old personnel against Brentford on the weekend. That's when I'll be back as well, because there's not really many games Thursday, Friday. So yeah, they're showing the stats as well, and I wish I could show you. Liverpool 14 attempts on target, Frankfurt 1. 14 attempts on target, 19 attempts overall. So total attempts is 19 for Liverpool, 4 for Frankfurt. Attempts on target is 14 for Liverpool, 1 for Frankfurt. That to me is a significant change. And additionally, they are away from home. So they caught a flight and now they're going to catch a flight back, sleeping in a hotel and all that. And in terms of running, Wirtz ran the most. Wirtz ran more than Szoboszlai and Jones. That's interesting. That's a very good result. Let's hope it continues. Taster Testers is off. Says a good night, everyone. Sleep well and be safe. You too. Take care. And yeah, see you soon. All the best. Reluctant Gamer says 5-1 away from home is a good result. Yeah, it's more than I could have realistically hoped for an hour and a half ago. An hour and a half ago, I was hoping for a 2-1, and then Frankfurt scored first, and I was reconsidering my life choices at that point. But no, 5-1. 5-1's really good. Really happy with that. Liverpool up to 10th. Cool. So, when's the next game? I think it's on the weekend, you know. Yeah, Brentford, Liverpool on the weekend. As I was saying, hopefully we see same formation and the same, if not very similar personnel. Because you tried it one way, you lost 4 games. You try it another way, you win 5-1. You have 19 shots on goal. It's a no-brainer for me. But anyway, I am off now. Hope you guys have a nice evening and a nice day tomorrow. Before I go, peach, plum, or nectarine? They're all decent. They're all decent. Maybe nectarine, plum, peach. But peach flavored things are very nice. Like peach drink is really good. But anyway, cool. I'm off. Have a nice evening, guys. Take care.